X-ray Delta 1, mission control. Roger, you're 2013. Sorry you fellows are having a bit of trouble. We are reviewing telemetry information in our main simulator and will advise. Roger, your plan to go EVA and replace Alpha.
What's up?
Hello, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Stacker's Corner. How you doing, my favorite friend next door to me here? How you doing?
Kind of next door. Not exactly a stone's throw, but close enough.
Yeah. Well, you're right there, like this far, right there.
Oh yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, how is everybody doing tonight? We got 17 folks in here already. That's fantastic. We'll get some chitter chat tonight. Gonna have some fun. We got some trivia. Of course, we're gonna do a market watch like we do every week. And the market has been kind of crazy this last week. What do you think?
Been a little whack, no question.
Let's see. Let's go through the list to see who's here. All right. Let's see. I see Snakebite. Jim Thompson is here. Let's see. We've got Steve Barnes, Chris in Virginia, Pastor Mo, Eli, Southeast Stacker, Michael Stacking, Showtime. Let's see. There's Dietrich. Hello, everybody. Michael Stacking and MP68. Hello to y'all, and thanks for popping in and hanging out with us. Hope y'all been doing well. If you scroll back earlier in the chat, Snakebite's talking about it. He's got pretty amazing haul. I'm a little on the jelly side.
Why would he say?
Oh yeah, he had let's go back and check it out. 140 face of halves, 2 tubes of Eagles, and a 10-ounce Engelhard. That's a fantastic haul.
That's once a week for him.
Yeah, he is a baller though. He is a baller. What's up, Nick?
Every week every week he's got it. He's nailing it. Great job, man. Snake.
Killing. That is fantastic.
Well, we also want to welcome everybody who's watching who comes back after the live and watches the replay. We appreciate you. Get a few views after the fact. You may want to turn that music down a touch. I don't know if it's just loud on my end or what. There you go.
Better?
Yeah. Maybe it was just me. I don't know.
It's all good. There we go. With a little Q&A if anybody has any questions. All righty. So how have you been, my friend? How's your week been?
It's been pretty crazy, like every other week.
Yeah?
Gonna hit the road tomorrow. Got to be driving all day. So.
You're going to the coast tomorrow, right?
Yep. Got to go to a stupid board meeting.
Oh,
I almost fell asleep at the last one.
You fell asleep at the meeting?
Damn near. All they do is argue, man. They just argue. And I'm looking at my person. I'm like, are you guys done with our portion of this meeting so I can get her back to where she belongs? And frankly, I don't want to be there for 3 hours and people jibber jabbering about property and this and that and bitching and disagreeing on everything. And it just gets old.
Yeah, I don't listen to the arguments.
But I have to make an appearance. So, and then I'll shoot down the coast.
Part of the job.
Yep. But other than that, how's your week?
Pretty slow. Not too much going on. We just transferred our cell phone service, so that was an extra hit I wasn't expecting on the financial end. So didn't get a whole lot this week, but in the end, everything's been pretty smooth.
I have not yet. I haven't been in any coin shops yet this week. Probably won't be till Friday now.
Well, I count when with all my stuff, since we do this on Wednesdays, I figure my week's Wednesday to Wednesday. So like my haul for the week actually happened last Friday, and then my next haul will be this coming Friday. Yes, Jim, I hung out with Mr. Warren all day on Saturday. He's doing really well. He's still working half days. He's going to do that for another week. And then he's going to try and start doing full days again. So yeah, things are going well.
Jungle Marine has crept into the house. How you doing, Eli? What's going on, Eli? Good to see you guys. OTG says he's already here after the live, leaving a comment. He's found that way of bending the space-time continuum again. Way to go, OTG.
There you go. What's
Always
up, Raz and Jungle Marine?
Always got something going on. Hey, Raz. So,
Southeast Stacker wants to know if either one of us prep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time. Yep. Ammo. First and foremost, ammo. Got some survival, survival food and the ability to grow a garden if I have to. I'm thinking about starting my own cartel for chickens. And
really,
as much as people are getting for them nowadays, may as well start a cartel.
Let's see. It's good seeing Mr. Warren on Saturday. Found a few keepers in his stash. Yeah, he was doing really well. He was so busy. He only sat down maybe a total of 10 minutes all day Saturday. I mean, he was busy. Yeah, but it's good to see him at it. He didn't complain at all. He was up and at him, having a time getting all the stuff squared away.
Cool. Yeah, concurring line. Yes, seeds. Just check your shelf life on those things. They do not last.
I do stack Freedom seeds, of course. I've actually got some 30-year shelf life food that is on the way. I've actually recently ordered some of that stuff. So, next is seeds. I'm gonna start putting some seeds aside.
Yep, Jim Thompson, eggs are us. Damn right.
I tell you what, let's see if I can get to it real quick. I got a weird package. I don't know who sent it. There was no return address. But about 2 weeks ago, I just got a random package in. And like I said, there was no return address, no nothing. I didn't know anything about it. It's not going to show up, but it's a survival first aid kit. Yeah, it's not going to do it. But it's got all kinds of stuff in it. Essential survival first aid, 250-piece medical and survival supplies. And just kind of randomly showed up. No note, no nothing. So this will be going in my prepper stack. So whoever sent it, thank you. There we go.
There you go.
That's pretty cool. Let's see.
OTG.
OTG is the earth round, flat, or taco shape? It's tacos, brother. Everything is tacos.
Taco Bell rules the world, I guess.
Yeah, but
fishing for bullion there.
It's not good to you.
No, fishing for bullion checking in. Cool
Mr.
deal. How you
Fishing for Bullion, it's always good to see you. Hey, Ed, Ed? I got your package today. Crap, I left it in the car, but I did get the package from you today, and I really do appreciate it. That's freaking awesome, dude. You rock.
Fuquay's not far from me. Not too bad.
What is Fuquay? Was it a town?
Yeah, Fuquay Varina. It's kind of in between Clayton and Raleigh. It's in the middle there. Eli says he made a visit to a Western North Carolina coin shop. Good people.
Oh, fantastic.
They're selling rounds at $1 over spot and maples $1 over spot. I'll buy maples all day at $1 over spot.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Eli was talking about he'd like to come up for one of the shows sometime. That'd be awesome. Be freaking awesome.
Well, the next one is the big one.
Yep, we'll be there on June 28th. But the show is the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Yep. MP68 gifting 5 channel memberships. Dude, much appreciated. You are awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Wow.
That is
awesome. You know what that reminds me? I got to put out another members video. I put
What's
one
up,
out
Matt?
about
How are you?
3 or 4 weeks ago with a little giveaway, but I got to do another one. Hopefully, we're going to be doing one with Mr. Warren in a couple weeks. You know,
Eli, that's going to be in Raleigh.
Getting better. Yes, we go to the shows in Raleigh at the fairgrounds, and they do. It's about every 2 months, but this time there's a 3-month gap in between them. But yeah, there's one at the fairgrounds at least 6 times a year. I was asked the other day by a
Yeah, that's
viewer,
the only one.
are we ever going to go to some of the other shows in the state? And I told him maybe next year. We got to start working out the details to do a little extra traveling. But yeah, because I think they were asking about the one in Fayetteville that's coming up,
Fayetteville's only an hour from me.
which makes it 3 hours from me.
What? Who's got some deets on the Fayetteville show? When is that? I'd have to look that one up.
Let's see.
I might pop down there if that's the case.
Hold on, I can tell you. Just look up CoinZip, select your state. Can't find it. There it is. Fayetteville, May the 3rd.
May the 3rd. That's right around the corner. We're at the Expo Center.
It is. This one is
Expo Center.
The Cape Fear Coin Club, Honeycutt Recreation Center.
So it's
and
probably
they're also doing it. They're also doing it December 6th out there as well.
What is it? May what? May what?
3rd.
Fayetteville. Yeah, I think I'm going to pop down to that one. I've never been to that one.
Let's see, May the 3rd. If you're going to go to that, let me know. And if you don't mind, I'll hitch a ride with you. I'll come to your house and ride with you.
Yeah, you can just park at my house. If it's at a rec center, cool. It might be small.
Let's see.
Should tell you how many tables.
Hold on, I'll show you what I've got on my screen. There you go. It doesn't say the table count. At least I don't see. They've got raffle tickets. They're going to be giving away a $5 gold piece and 10 other giveaways. But it doesn't say how
setting
big
up
it is.
This show.
Oh,
so
did you
far,
see that?
they only have 2.
Yep. Yeah, but I have noticed that folks never, like the one we usually go to, there's only usually 4 or 5 on that list, but then 40 show up.
Yeah. BM Becky, how are you? Good to see you. Philip, what's going on? Had a couple sneak in while we were trying to figure out this show.
What is going on, Philip and Becky? How are y'all doing?
And of
Always
course,
good to see
Bob.
y'all hanging out with us.
Big Bob has
But yeah, this
snuck in. How you doing,
website,
Bob?
this is the one I keep up with. It's just called CoinZip. You can use it for any state. Right here on the left, you select your state, and it'll tell you where all the shows are.
Well, I will plan on going down to that one if I don't have anything going on that weekend.
It gives you the addresses and all that. So if y'all are looking for coin shares in your area, go to coinzip.com and see if they've got any listed for you.
Wait a minute. What was that one on Trinity? That was ours.
Huh?
Never mind.
Yes.
That one on
Yep,
Trinity.
that was the Raleigh Money Expo.
Yeah, I thought I recognized that address.
Let's see if we got any more things in the questions.
Humble Stacker, what's going on? Good to see you.
What's up, Humble? You got muted.
Who?
Oh, maybe not. I was just looking at the wrong screen.
Well, how many we got?
Let's see. We have got 36 in here already.
Oh, God, it's time to do a market watch, man.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, yeah, let's fire away with your market watch, bro.
All right. So today's date is the 9th of April, 2025. Tough week for metals overall, but they're starting to go back up again. If I'm looking at everything right, silver is down from last week when we last met, $30.82 an ounce. That's down $2.79. Gold is at $30.87. That's $62 down from last week. Platinum is down $42 to $9.33, and palladium is down $38 to $9.10. Silver to gold ratio, if I'm seeing it right, 102 to 1. Yikes!
Yep, painful.
And stock exchange indices, everybody's up. Thank God, because it was a rough couple of weeks there. And that, of course, that was all a lot of the tariffs were driving that. But yeah, a couple things have changed that, so that's good. So it looks like the stocks are recovering. We'll see if it maintains. For you crypto bugs, Bitcoin still not recovering. It's down. If you want to call $82,571 down. Ethereum is at 1,663. BNB 594. XRP $2.04. Doge 16. Algo 18. So still a little bit of a struggle there for crypto. Crypto's had a rough couple of months.
Yeah. It was making a heck of a run, and it has really pulled back.
Yep.
But it's expected. Crypto's running cycles.
Yep. So that is your market watch for today's date. Today is the 9th of April, 2025.
Well, thank you, my friend. Well, it's good to see things are starting to recover. The stock market itself has pulled back like over 2,000 points today, or pushed back up another 2,000, 2,500 points today.
Well, they got word that Trump has apparently put a stay of execution on everybody but China. Everybody but China's tariffs.
Well, they said they were doing it. Yeah, they were pretty much putting a stay on anyone who didn't retaliate to his tariffs
or agreed to come to the table to negotiate. So there's a 90-day stay of execution on the tariffs for now. And again, people just jumped all over him. Look, tariffs, it's a negotiating tool. It basically comes down to being a negotiating tool. And if a lot of these folks go zero tariffs, then, like, love them or hate them, and believe me, there's no in between. The tariffs he's putting out, I mean, there is a purpose. I'm willing to let it ride and see where it goes before I condemn anybody. Because right now, when you get 90% of the ones out there wanting to come to the table to negotiate, then you've hit a nerve.
Yeah.
So
Contractor said he traded from some of his gold for silver twice this week. And if you're going to do it right now, is a great time to do it.
At 102 to 1, hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're going to do it, now's the time. If you got some extra silver, you can shave off the top. Now's the time.
Silver Sleuth, what is going on, dude? Sunday trading silver for gold. But yeah, with the ratio like it is, it's a good time.
Yep. Picked up some stocks when they went on the cheap.
I picked up a little bit more of the XRP with this dip. Not a whole lot, but you see, you guys are going on YouTube. What does that mean? We're already here.
You guys are going on. We're going on.
I just got a text message a few minutes ago. I don't know if he wants me to say who it is, but that Survivor kit, apparently I ordered it. He said the Survivor kit is one you ordered. It's from me. So I'm gonna have to talk to him because I don't remember ordering it, but that's awesome.
Oh, were you on cold meds that night? What were you doing?
There's no telling, brother. No telling at all. Let's see. I bought S&P Index and International Blend Index. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. OC Stacker, what is up, brother? How are you doing?
What's up, OC? You know what I found pretty funny? A lot of people were crucifying Trump. They said, well, you tank the markets on purpose so all your rich buddies could stock up on cheap stocks. It's like, hello, you guys had the same access to those prices that they did. I bought up a bunch. I took a chance that it's not going to stay like that. You had the same opportunity that everybody else did. The numbers aren't lying. Everything was down. If you want to buy, you buy. But don't bitch and groan about it. It was right there for everybody to see. So we will see how that pans out.
Okay. Look. The Survivor kit? It's not a Survivor kit. He just used it as a bag for an order that we'd have made. So I guess we'll be digging into this later.
Yeah, concurrent Lion. Lion says same opportunity, but a smaller scale. Yep. And of course, the rich can obviously buy more than we can. So, there is the advantage there. But Yeah, it is what it is.
Space Miner. Jungle Marine. What is going on? Space Miner rocking some palm trees in the chat. Check them out.
I see that.
Amy Harrell, how are you doing? Always good to see you. SMC. Stacker, man. Dude. Let's see. It's amazing how quick the market rebounded. I don't see any more questions.
Amy, how are you?
Pastor Mo. Pastor Mo says, would you trade gold for silver? I'm not willing to go there. It was a little tempting at this range, but I don't have enough to really worry about that because I've only got just over 2 ounces of gold. But if you've got a decent gold stack, I mean, you're over 100 to 1. So I mean, that's not a bad time to choose.
I don't know. I just feel like I worked too hard to get my gold weight up. I have silver is silver. It's fine. I have enough of silver. It's gold that I would rather have more of. So I don't think I would trade.
If I said silver to gold, I meant gold to silver.
Yeah, I wouldn't take any gold off.
I'm not going to. Like I said, I just don't have enough gold to worry about it. But if you're somebody that plays the ratio, it's when's the last time the ratio was this high? I mean, I've never seen it this high before. Trade your cash for some crystallized osmium. I still don't have any osmium. Not a lick.
Yeah, OC says he feels the same way about gold. Been stacking gold hard for 2 years. Yeah, I just don't want to get rid of what it takes so long to stack gold. It's not a quick thing. And I'm not, I've got enough going on. I mean, if I wanted to dump all my disposable income into gold, I mean, I could do it, but I got other things I like to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why all my gold stack is all small fractional. Aside from, I've got the one double eagle. Everything else is under 1/4 ounce sizes because I have to buy the little pieces. That one big coin that I bought, it took me the better part of a year to save up and flip some stuff around and was able to get that. For me, I just can't afford to buy it.
Well, it doesn't help that gold is sitting over 3,000 an ounce. I mean,
yeah,
that's priced out a lot of common stackers. They're not, we look at silver as attainable. Obviously, at $30, $31 an ounce, it's an attainable metal. But gold, you got to save up for. It takes a little bit more patience and a lot more money. So it really depends on what your priorities are. You can buy less.
You got to have
that money to pay.
You got to have the discipline and dedication to keep yourself from spending the money to get the gold. You got to save up for it. Well, like someone like me, I do. Sleuth says, once it's in my possession, I have difficulty parting with either metal. I have let a little bit of my stuff go for things like I sold a 10-ounce bar to get the money to buy my new camera. And then I've traded some silver for gold. And I look back because I thought when I did that swap, it was around 70 to 1. I actually look back after Aka double checked on me and told me they couldn't have been, and he's right. I sold it at around 75 to 1. Yeah. But I only did that because my dealer needed the silver. He had almost no silver, and so we did a little swap to get him 30 ounces of silver.
James Pettit. Let's see. James Pettit, check stacker, and someone else just snuck in. Cranky. What's up, guys?
Oh yeah. Check. I've still got your little brew. I was just looking at it a second ago. I've kept it on my desk for a couple weeks now. This little thing is freaking awesome, dude. I like that. That little brew's cool.
Yeah, Space Miner said platinum's, and it is low. Platinum is low. If you're gonna get it, now's the time. Buy the platinum. I hesitate to get back into platinum, to be quite honest.
The thing about platinum is they need to find another use for it, and when they do, it's going to start running. So the folks that do have it are going to be really happy. But
yeah, Eric says he's not getting rid of any gold. Eric says he's not getting rid of any gold. Work too hard for it. I feel you. Same with silver.
Yep.
I'm at the point though with silver where I met my goal some time ago. So anything I've stacked over that goal, I'm not attached to it. So if I want to trim down, if I want to trade up or trade in, it wouldn't bother me one bit to get rid of some silver.
Ah.
How to coin? What's going on?
Nan, how are you doing? Things are going pretty well. Thank you so much.
That cough. What if you had that cough for about 2 months?
No, I've had it. It's actually, it hasn't been one straight through. It's been 3 different times. This one is from the pollen, but I had one from October till right around Christmas, and then it was gone until about the middle of January. Then somebody came over to my house that was sick and gave it to me, and then it was gone until about 3.5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and all the pollen started falling, and now this cough has started.
Did you get that? You get that sweet band of rain that came through?
We got
nailed.
It washed a lot of it away, but of course, give it a couple of days and everything's going to be yellow again.
Yep. Eric says his silver goal was met, but I still buy Morgans. Sound very familiar to somebody you know, right? I'm in the same boat. I'm buying Morgans. Love them. Absolutely love Morgans. It's a dark hole to go down, but once you're in, you're in. Concurrent line spread. Make sure your spread on platinum isn't too wide. Yeah.
Yeah, he said platinum's 10 times rare than gold, 100 times less sought after. Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Look at palladium. Remember palladium back in 23, 24? Palladium always sold for way more than gold. It was more than gold. Always more than gold.
And right now it's $904.
If I would have invested in palladium back in the day, I'd be one pissed off stacker right now. Something told me not. Something told me not to get into it. Seriously. The price was one of them. That was one of the drivers. Price on palladium.
Yeah.
But something just told me not to. I did the research. Most of it comes out of Russia, if I understand correctly. So I don't know. I just wasn't feeling palladium.
Mishy Stacker, what is going on, brother?
What's up, Mish?
Just popping in for a few between calls. Day 1 of 12 straight. Woo!
How to Coins is How to Coins says, where did you guys meet? Online. No.
Right here on YouTube.
Right here, baby.
The first time we met in person was actually at the Raleigh Money Expo 2 years ago.
Yep.
But we found each other. I don't remember what video it was or whose channel it was. It was either yours. Mine or Chuck's.
No, it was.
And Stack Attack had left a comment like, "You guys are in Carolina? You're in Raleigh? I live in Raleigh." And then it all just went from there. So he met us at the Money Expo, and all. We've been on each other's nerves ever since.
Yeah, at the time I was doing a show with another channel, but he kind of had some personal issues to attend to, and I got out of the game for doing lives for quite a while. And we were talking about doing it. We wanted to do a live show, but just never started it. And finally one day we said, let's just do it, and we did it. So been going pretty strong. It's been you guys have been great. We have a blast doing it every Wednesday. You make it a lot of fun.
We're about 9 months in now, so we're not too far off hitting a year.
We're gonna have to do something for the year anniversary, I guess, huh?
Oh, absolutely. We'll figure something out.
We'll do some giveaways and a super trivia.
Yep. I'll even do a pour for a giveaway.
James, I've got a couple of the. I have a North African note and a Hawaii note myself. Not 100% committed to currency, but I liked them. I got them for a good price, and I will pick up silver certificates if I find them cheap. The red and the blue seals. But I'm not 100% committed to currency just yet.
Currency. I am your father.
The force is strong with that one.
Apparently. Let's see. Instead of saving up for a 1 ounce gold coin, chasing it for months and months and months, as the price rises, ended up buying a 1/10 and then a 1.5 ounce when it was a 1.4 when it was lower. Eli, there ain't a thing wrong with that, brother. Not a thing at all. You got to work with what works best with your stacking strategy. And
when you think about it, though, look at how much. If you were waiting patiently, let's say starting last summer, you picked the worst time to wait patiently because all it did was just skyrocket up. So it never got any better. So yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with going smaller.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It wasn't 1.4. It's a 1/4 ounce.
Quarter. I was wondering if he meant a quarter on that one.
But either way, yeah, absolutely. And with the way it's run up here in the last year, just like you said, trying to save up to bid an ounce in the last year, you'd have been chasing it and chasing it and chasing this. Every time you get almost there, it would run another $100. Yeah, that would have been aggravating.
Yeah, for sure.
We got right some more, Matt.
Right now, I'm at the 1/4 ounce. When it comes to gold, I'm at 1/4 ounces right now. Who is that?
That one, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
That one says "Drill, baby, drill." And then there's a couple of Trump ones. I'll throw these in with some of the giveaways tonight.
Eric says he bought all the Morgans up in Virginia Beach, Princess Anne County coin. Yep, been there.
You haven't been there yet.
I have been there. I was there without you. I have been there. I was up there before.
Princess Anne County coins. That's the one when you and I went, and that's the one I told you at the time he didn't sell bullion.
You sure?
Yeah, because I go to him every week now.
Oh, well, I have to make a visit up there.
Yeah, he's the one I told you that he's got an insane amount of Morgans. Half his store is Morgans.
So which
remember the one I sent you the picture? So when you and I went, we went to Candle Coin and Stamps, and we went to Silver Eagle Coins and Collectibles.
Oh, Candle, I think, had all the Morgans.
Nope, that was Silver Eagle. Candle is where Patriotic kept buying rolls of dimes.
Yeah.
And Silver Eagle's where the one guy was aggravating you.
Yeah, well, he was too busy talking to his friend while I'm trying to get a damn price from him.
Yeah, that was Silver Eagle. Let's see. I've been trading a lot of fractional in all my metals. But you're eating the premiums early, keep the liquidity. That's true. And, the way everything's been moving, even if you buy it right now, or if you bought in the last year, it's worth more than you paid for it. Everything has gone up so much in terms of gold. I
was going to say the only fractional silver I'll buy, period, is 90%. I don't touch fractional silver. But that's just my preference. That doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just I don't want to pay the premiums on small silver.
90%. Woo! Found these at work this week. 1/4 and a dime. Nothing wrong with free silver. Let's see. Actually, bought all them Morgans.
We already did that one.
Jumped to Bitcoin bus yesterday. Bought a 1/10. You bought a 1/10 of a Bitcoin? Dude, that's a lot of cash. Holy smokes.
$8,000 minimum.
Yeah, 8,300 now, I think. If President Trump negotiates precious metal deals with Ukraine and Russia, what will that do to the mining and junior mining stocks in Canada, US, and Mexico? I have no idea.
That's such a volatile market. That question, that could go so many different directions. All right, good night, Crank. Have a good one.
Frankie, dude, you have yourself a great evening. Thanks for popping in. And tell the boss lady over there we said hello. Good night, Miss Lori. Let's see. I got some Standing Liberty quarters at a local auction today. Did you get a good price? What's Constitutional going for over your way, buddy?
I can get a tube of Mercs for about.
Times face.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I didn't even. I said give me 2 tubes, and I didn't. He gives me a total, so I don't remember.
Last time I asked was a couple weeks ago, and it was floating at 25.
Yeah, see, I won't buy it at 25.
It's like, oh my Lord, that's expensive. But at the time, that was barely over spot for Constitutional. I heard somebody was charging like 28 in the area. That's what I was told. I don't know.
Would not doubt it.
Then I had that pawn shop that told me they wanted 40 times face. Well, he didn't say that. He told me he wanted $10 for a quarter, which is 40 times face.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. 23. Becky saw 23 face value. That's not bad. Lion says about 23. Right, no. OC says 22.14
for OC.
23 for Steve. Yeah. To be honest, I think that's about what I paid. 23.24 for the tubes of Mercs.
These prices are painful, man, but I mean, it is what it is.
I got to finish that damn box. I've got to finish that guardhouse box of Mercs.
Maybe you can find a deal at the show this summer.
Maybe.
Just get them all in one shot. How many tubes you still need?
I'm 10 away from finishing a second box of Mercs.
$1,000.
So, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to stack after that. Because halves are. Nah, I'm not touching them. I own exactly 2 war nickels. 2.
I don't know how many I've got. Maybe 3 or 4.
And I won't do the 40% Kennedys either, or the other 40%.
Yeah, I've got some, but there were ones like where I went to the bank and asked if they had any $50 or something. I haven't bought any 40%ers.
So yeah, guys, if you
yes, $2.40 each on the dimes.
It's not horrible. It's not horrible. $2.40.
Just 24 times face, yeah.
Yep. Just make sure when you guys, if you have a problem with being OCD like me, whenever I buy Mercs, I always buy 56. So a 2 plus 6 loose. And
see, on that, my OCD would say 56 is just a weird number, and it would drive me nuts. Where
what I do
you
is
look at it as ounces.
It's for the ounces. It puts you a little over 4 instead of 3.7 something, whatever the hell it turns out to be.
Yep.
So it's a numbers thing to me. I pick up 56 for every tube I get. I pick up 6 loose ones. And then the loose ones just go in their own tube until that tube hits 50, and so on.
Snakebite says he's done with dimes.
I will be. I can promise you, I'm done with these things. All Mercs.
OTG said 21.90 at Hero Bullion on halves, and that was today. Not bad. Let's see. Bootsy says my LCS has some proof quarters for me. I think they'll be $6. It's not horrible, especially for proofs.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, you got to be careful, man. Once you go down that road, that 90% road, it can be it's a lot of fun. Because you figure you hold a bunch of those dimes or halves in your hand, and you think about the time the date, the year, and what the U.S. was going through during that year. A lot of times it was war years, like a lot of wartime. So they've got history behind it. It's a tangible history. That's why I love this stuff. Now you can't, don't hope for clean silver because some of it is filthy. You got decades of grime on these coins, but it's all good.
There's definitely plenty of it.
Yeah, Nan, don't feel left out. It's not. Look, 90%. It's not for all stackers. I'm the first to admit that I poo-pooed it for years before I got into it. I thought it wasn't anything I wanted to get into. But then I bought my first tube of Mercs, and I was like, huh, I kind of like these. So I absolutely fell in love with it.
Yeah, Matt says, cool, love the history behind the coins. That's actually what got me looking at coins when I first started. It was me and my daughter looking for something we could do together. And so we were doing coin hunting, penny hunting, and just all kinds of stuff. And then, we were looking at like Indian head pennies, stuff that was a little bit older, just thinking about the history. And that's what got me started.
Yeah.
Yep, and I love the history. Now I've got a bunch of ancients. I've got 60, 70 ancient coins, and I want more. Ugh.
You bought that one big stash.
Yeah, I bought that collection. It was like 50 ancient coins, maybe a little bit more. I've got them all finally flipped up and put into a book and everything, but I still need to go through them all.
Lion says his Mercs are grimy, but good enough. You know what I did? I'm going to be honest with you, and you guys can get mad all you want. I actually got, when I was back in the day, when I cared, if I got grimy Mercs, I was just dumping them all in a tinfoil tub and putting some baking powder in there and some hot water.
Hot water. Yep.
I cleaned them by the hundreds. I didn't know. Who cares? It's for silver content. There were no numismatics in there. Nothing that was going to be worth more than melt. So yes, I have cleaned my 90%. As long as there were no, like I said, if I didn't need the dates, they're there for the silver content. There's no collectability to them. So don't feel bad if you decide to clean them. Nobody cares. They're going to buy them one way or the other.
Yep. Cleaning those won't hurt them at all. Space Mountain said he never liked Mercs until he saw a bank bag full. That's 1,000 faith. That's a lot of time.
Probably my favorite design overall on U.S. coinage. I love the design.
Benjis are one of my weaknesses.
Benjis are sweet. Benjis are sweet, and
that's
I found really nice weakness.
There you go. That's after you finish your dimes, start working on $half.
I've got a bunch of $half stacked up already. Walking Liberties, and a lot of Benji tubes stacked up.
Yeah, there you go.
Eli, be careful of that itch, man. Be careful of that itch. That pre-33 gold is a bitch. Once it bites you, I'm telling you, you're gonna fall in love with that stuff. It's very easy to do. When I bought my first double eagle, I was just like, oh, this is everything right here. Loved it. Lion says Standing Liberty design. That is not for stack. No, that's more in the numismatics, and there's a premium on those. And for most of the Standing Liberties, the big problem with them is the dates. You can't see them.
The dates were off of them. The dates were the high spot.
You can't see the dates. Amy likes the Incuse Indian. Yep, got a bunch of those.
Incuse Indian design. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Sweet design. Yeah, Jim, you know all about it. You know what we're talking about. Jim's a big 33 guy. Thank you, Al. Appreciate you.
How are you doing? Thank you so much.
What's shaking? What is shaking?
Stack Attack. Get you some of those stone mountain halves. Mr. Warren has one. I think he just sold it, but he had one. It was in pretty good shape.
So I have some really nice ones that are loose, and I've got a few more that are graded and slabbed. I love slabbing. I love getting the slab versions of the commemoratives. They're pricey. Damn things are. I bought my what was it? The Oregon Trail.
Yep.
Dude, I paid out the yin yang for that one. And they're fake.
But that's collecting. That's not stacking.
But that one, it's one of the most highly fake commemoratives out there. That Oregon
Trail.
Means
it's easy to get them.
Yeah, plenty of choices.
Yeah, get them in beautiful.
I'm not in the slabs generally, but for something that I want certified and verified, I'm okay with slabs.
Bootsy, I'm with you. I really love the eagle design. It's on the back of the Standing Liberty quarters.
Yeah, for sure. That is that's probably the best eagle out there. most likely.
I absolutely love that design. I wish they would come out with another coin and do that reverse on it again.
Not like my beloved Morgans, where I got the turkey buzzard eagle on the back of them. That is a terrible, awful. It doesn't even sit straight. It's crooked, if you notice.
No, I haven't paid any attention.
Yeah, take a look at the back of a Morgan, the reverse. The eagle looks like he's drunk and underfed.
Showtime. I overpaid for the USMC clad $50 from the US Mint, but it's okay. How many times is the finest fighting force in history of the world turned 225? That's how you look at it right there. Absolutely.
No doubt. No doubt.
Stone
Jungle
Mountain
says,
is
5 hours I can be there. And it's actually on my list to go to. I have never been there in person. I want to go. It's a short drive. It's not bad at all.
Well, again, 5 for you, 7 for me.
Right?
That's something like that. We need to take my Jeep.
Oof, that thing.
Getting up in the mountains, man. It's in the Jeep. You could actually climb up in the mountains. We'll have some real fun. Let's see. What about silver rounds? You can get a little over spot that you can break into fourths. The ones you're talking about are the breakaway ones. Those are incredibly hard to actually break. I've seen countless.
Yeah, that's not as easy as it looks.
And there is a company that did it correctly and made them breakable, but most of them you're not going to easily break them apart. You're going to have to chisel them apart because it's still the half the thickness of the coin. And I've seen people struggle with pliers, 2 pair of pliers to get them to break. They're actually quite difficult to break.
Well, worse yet, when you're trying to twist them apart, you're creating jagged edges, and that hurts.
Yep.
That thing will rip your skin open. It'll rip you open. I've had some cheap generic rounds where the edges weren't refined, and if you ran them the wrong way, you could actually cut your finger. They were so rough.
That's how you paint them red,
though. Bootsy said the piece reverse is good too. Agreed. That's a nice one.
Speaking of Standing Liberty Quarter, also my favorite generic round, the Standing Liberty round. I think I've got 2 of them. Let's see. OTG. Imagine trying to break that when shit hit the fan and you haven't eaten for 2 weeks and almost out of ammo. Yeah, that'd be a nightmare. Ugh. And you know what? In the SHTF, nobody's going to be thinking about gold and silver. The biggest currency is going to be ammunition. Stack up the 22 caliber ammunition. That's going to be the small currency.
Believe it or not, even if the dollar were to crash, the dollar would still be in use. They're still going to use, because there's some that just won't get away from the fact that it's the dollar. So it won't die right away. If we did go through an SHTF, they'd still trade with it, but not long. That's for sure. Because you saw what Venezuela, hell, those street vendors in Venezuela were making baskets out of their damn bolivars. They were folding them up and making baskets out of them and selling them for nothing.
Yeah, conquering land. That's what I'm thinking. You'd probably be 6 months to a year in before people start to look for an actual currency, and that's when I think gold and silver and maybe even copper might come into play. But right out the gate, it's all going to be goods, services, and ammunition.
Water, meds,
consumables. Yep.
Yeah, I've been saying that forever. I don't think that you're not going to be able to bust your metals out and survive an SHTF, which is why it's so important.
My largest part of my ammunition stack is 22 caliber, and it's just for that reason.
I think my largest is 9, followed by 5.62.
You mean 556
or 55? What did I say? 562?
562.
556. It's been that kind of week. 45 is expensive, but I've got a bunch of it.
Pastor Mo, you have yourself a great night. Thanks for coming in.
Night, Pastor.
Baseline says 4 ounces of gold will buy you a water well. Just saying. That's holy crap.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, dude, we're about to hit an hour in. Where's my? Oh, there it is. I'm dropping everything in the floor. Y'all's prizes are in my floor. I got it. You got any other topics you want to cover before we get into some questions?
No, this was what's up, 3D? No, this was kind of a light
hey 3D, what's up, buddy?
A light topic week. We already talked about the tariffs. I mean, for what they are. I mean, you see what happened in the stock market once the tariffs, a little stay of execution was implemented. Everything went back up. So I think we've covered most of the standard topics.
Yeah. Nan says my wife is an ER nurse, and her services will be in demand after SHTF. Any of the medical professions are going to be highly, highly sought after for communities.
Carpenters, mechanics, nurse, medical staff. You better believe it. You better believe it. OTG says don't do trivia. It's not fair to the others.
Well, I don't know. Well, OTG, I got a couple here that are some doozies.
He showed me his questions, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you're gonna stump people with that.
He's like, yeah, some of these you might need to put some multiple choice on them.
So what we're gonna do this week is MSJ's got he's done his 5, and when we were talking before the show, I saw he only had 5, so I came up with another 5. So we're gonna split this one in half tonight. So he'll do 5, I'll do 5, and then we'll add up an overall winner. So first, second, and third, we'll be mailing some stuff out.
And so is that what we're going to do? 10 each week?
Yeah, 10 questions. That
Okay.
gives everybody a chance.
How many? I just came up with 5. Yeah.
And I came up with some fun ones. These aren't overly technical this time. They're not easy, but they're not.
William, I did get your text messages. I'll chat with you after the show. Concurrence says he was stumped enough last week.
Those were tough.
I have to apologize. I didn't think about it when I was coming up with these, and when I was searching and figuring out. Y'all are gonna have to Google some of this stuff.
Oh Lordy. Right. Yeah, SMC. We're just having some fun. That's all it is.
This week we got a couple of half gold backs we're gonna give away. I've got a Washington quarter, and with those, I'm also going to throw in some of the gold foil notes and stuff like that. And so we're going to give away the 3 winners tonight, and we will keep track of who gets the most points. 1 point per correct answer.
Jungle Marine says he's out. Are you out for the night, or are you out of the trivia? If you're out for the night, have a great one. If not, maybe you may know some of these, bud.
Earth Angel, hello, good evening. You're popping in just in time for some trivia.
What's going on, Earth Angel? How are you?
All right.
Matt says it's not rigged. Yeah, it's absolutely not rigged.
Well, I got the questions and the answers on the cards here, so.
Come on, Amy, you can do this. My 5 are all doable. Mine are all doable. Trust me.
And mine, you might need Google. I wasn't thinking about how easy it was. I was just sorry.
You don't want to make them easy, and you don't want to make them like freaking like genius level either.
Well, this one I came up with 4 multiple choice answers.
There you go. You needed that for that one.
All right, we'll start off with
all right, let me,
one that I think some folks in chat might actually know off the top of their head.
Let me keep score here. I'm ready.
All righty. So the first question, How many ounces of silver is in a $1,000 face bag of 90% coins? So, so how many ounces is in 1,000 times face, or a 1,000 face?
Good night, Jungle. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Jungle, have yourself a great one. Conquering, or conquering, that's really close. Nope, there it is. Conquering got it. 715 ounces. Steve, you were right on his heels.
So what is it? Lion got that one?
Yep.
All right. Sea Lion won. Good job.
You want to go through my list, or you want to do mine then yours?
No,
mine then yours.
Do your I don't know, it depends. You want to alternate, or
I'm fine with it either way.
Might be kind of fun. All right, so we're gonna alternate.
Since I've got them on cards, I'm just writing the winner on the card, so it's kept up with.
All right, so what you do one, I'll do one, and we'll get through our 10.
Okay, cool.
All right. This was an easy one. If you guys watch movies, which government-issued bullion coin was used in a scene from Lethal Weapon 3?
Ooh! I know.
Which government-issued bullion coin was used in a scene from Lethal Weapon 3? You got the country, show. Lion, I think, got it.
What's the whole name of the coin? Or I don't know if you needed the whole name of the coin, but yeah, they knew it right away.
I'll take Krug. Showtime had it, but he said South Africa. People call it.
Alrighty.
So that's 2 for Lion. It's off to a strong start.
All right, y'all get your Googles ready. Okay. Here we go. Where is most of the world's silver currently found? And I'll take one of 2 countries. So what countries, where's most of the world's silver found? Okay, right out the gate. Conquering Lion. It would be Mexico or Peru, and Mexico and Conquering Lion. Let's see.
Did he get it again?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be happy when the night's over with. All right, your turn.
3-0. Current Lion. All right, mine is going to be...
So am I. So am I.
All right, guys, here we go. In the Goonies, what kind of coin was used in conjunction with One-Eyed Willie's map? Got to be specific.
Dude, that's one of the greatest movies ever.
Country and coin. And it's not my mom's house.
Oh, there he is.
The balloon. Nanook, you want to accept that one? He was kind of the first one with the balloon.
I understood what he was going for.
Yeah, I did too. What country, though? What country? Eli, you were so close with South Carolina.
Yeah, you were looking for the country, not the coin, right?
Yeah, country and coin. What was it? It was a what? We got doubloon.
The doubloon is the second half of the answer.
Yep.
Larry Downey, what is going on? I could say the other half is on the screen.
Yep. Looks like Steve got it. So we're going to split that one, I think. So let's give a point to Nanook. I know what he was trying to say there.
Nanook, and
he got one, and I'm going to give the other one to who said Spanish.
Steve Barnes said. Look, I think he said
OC.
Spanish first. Well, OC said
OC
on Spain.
Said on Spain.
Because it was a Spanish doubloon. So OC stacker.
So OC, we'll split that one. All right, so Lions in first with
Still
3.
got-
Nanook has 1. OC, you have 1.
And we still got several questions to go, so there's still plenty of chances for everybody to get something here.
West,
All
what's
right,
up,
let's
my
see. All right. This one, I couldn't find the exact answer, so I could say I'll take one of 2 answers again. Okay. But what was the very first use for silver?
OTG's bathtub.
What is the first use? What is the first recorded use for silver?
That's a tough one.
Yep, Bootsy, we will take that. It's for trade, which money, or for jewelry. Yep.
All right, so Bootsy gets a point. Lions still in the lead. Eli, the Bermuda Triangle. Damn it, he had that. Eli, you the man.
All right, your turn, brother.
My turn. All right. All right, you're gonna have to put your thinking caps on. This isn't hard, but it's not easy. What state was most of the gold lost on the SS Central America from? What state was it from? Was all the gold from?
Okay, this one I think I know.
Show came up with it. These first. California.
Oh, see, I thought it was New Orleans.
No, the SS Central America actually sailed from San Francisco. Another ship sailed from San Francisco down to Panama with the 49er gold, and they had double eagles, 49er gold, you name it. They transferred all the gold over the Panama because the Panama Canal wasn't in use yet. It wasn't made yet. So they took it by train over the other side, and then they loaded it up on the Central America. And then, of course, they hit a hurricane, and the Central America sank.
Yeah.
So, yep, it's from California. It was California gold.
So
Good
that's
job.
Amy?
Yeah, sure.
Huh?
What?
Was that Amy that got that first?
No, I had Showtime had it first.
Oh, Showtime. Oh, CA. I see it. Okay.
Good job, guys. It's awesome.
All right. I'm saving my last one, the hardest one, for the last one. All right. And this one, I have actually seen people talk about this in chats before, so I'm sure some of y'all probably know. But what is the first?
Jim, good night. Take care, and thank you.
What is the first metal to be used as money?
Osmium. Yeah, Matt, I talked about that actually. Matt, I actually did a video on
Conquering Lion. A Conquering Lion. You got it again. It was Electrum.
Is it conquering or concur? It's concurring, not conquering.
I keep saying conquering.
Well, it looks like conquering if you say it. I mean, you could say it that way, but it's concurring. I concur. And he's got a big lead.
Right. He's at 4. But yeah, it was introduced by the Lydian kings in 600 BC as money.
All right, got a fairly easy one here. Somebody will get this. What is the name of the Greek coin that has Athena's owl on it, and it was once used to pay troops? What's the name?
Actually, I should know this one. Hold on.
You should
know I do know it. Hold on, because Mr. Warren had one stolen from his store. Oh, I can't think of it. And it's the one that I want the most. Me and you got to hold them at the coin show.
I'm seeing half of it. Chuck, not quite. There's more to it than just that. It's got to be the whole name. They keep getting half of it.
There it is. Chuck Stacks.
Chuck. What's up, Chuck? Tetradrachum. Good job.
Brother?
Tetradrachum. That's it. That's what I was looking for. That was first issued, believe it or not, way back in 479 BC, and that was
Dude,
a single tetradrachm actually represented a week's pay for the old soldiers there, the Greek soldiers. So if you hold a tetradrachm in your hand, somebody fought for a week to earn that coin back in the day, most likely.
Yeah.
Love it.
Dude,
That's
I was
why
so
I
upset
love
when he had that one stolen because I was going to buy it, and we were going to put it on the little account thing for me, but somebody stole it right out of his shop.
That's the one you sent to me that one day too, right? If he wanted 21 or 2000 or 21.
And it was like the grade on it was Choice AU 4545. Beautiful condition.
The stamp on it was incredible. I remember it.
Mm-hmm. All right. This one I have got multiple choice for you. All right. See, before that, soldiers were paid in salt. I didn't know that. There's my something new for today. Cool.
They never
But that
did
makes
catch that
sense.
person, did they?
A lot of them did trade in spices. Yeah.
They never caught that guy that took the tetradrachm, right? Did he have camera coverage?
Nope.
He doesn't have cameras?
He does, but I don't know if he ever found it or not. I have no idea. As far as I know,
you got to be some kind of scumbag to steal off an old coin dealer. You got to be something special. Some kind
there's
of real
some
dirt
bags
bag.
around, that's for sure, brother. Let's see. I bet somebody got paid in Poontang. See, now you see,
probably.
You see, Mister, you're over there thinking about one of the greatest movies ever made.
Well, he's also thinking about the world's oldest profession.
Look, FG Stacker says that's where the phrase "worth his salt" comes from. That makes so much sense.
Yep,
that's fantastic. See, something news today.
That does make
well, here's
sense.
going to be something new for a whole bunch of folks.
Thanks for the tip, F.
Say what? Yeah. What was the first silver? What's the first
FG
civilization?
For that, little tip.
Yeah, that's definitely something I hope I can actually remember. Helen of Troy, just saying. Just like tag unsalted. Oh, I need to read the question. What was the first civilization to use silver as money? And you got 4 choices. Is it Romans, Sumerians, the Greeks, or the Lydians? First civilization to use silver as money. Steve Barnes.
The last question.
It was the Sumerians. The first, the Sumerians of Mesopotamia, as early as 3100 BC. The Lydians were the first to strike it into coins at around 600 BC.
All right, so we got a mess for second and third place on this. We got an absolute mess. So I'm hoping somebody gets this last one.
All right. Look, if you've already won one, I mean, if you like concurring, don't answer on this one because you're definitely a winner on one of the giveaways.
Yeah, you got first place.
Stay out of this question.
Yeah. OTG said the Jews.
The Jews. They were the first ones to use diamonds as money.
All right, last question. Let's see if we can break up this quagmire of a tie we got here. We got Lions in first place with 4. He's wrapped up first place. Nanook with 1. OC's got 1. Bootsy's got 1. Showtime 1. Steve 1. Chuck 1. Somebody got to break this tie on this one.
So,
and that would solve the whole problem.
So if one of y'all answer this one, that'll break up that. But if somebody new, we're gonna have to come up with another question.
All right, here we go, guys. Last question. What U.S. state is producing the most gold to this day? What U.S. state is producing the most gold to this day? Should be a relatively easy one. Nope. JP, nope. L, no. Humble, nope. Steve, no. OC, nailed it. Nevada.
Really? See, I actually thought it was Alaska.
Nope. You got it. He was the first
All right,
one
so
to say
Stacker,
Nevada,
that gives
right?
him 2.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so
Alrighty.
OC broke the tie. So we got Lion in first, OC in second, and
Now we need to
we
do a
still got to find a
tiebreaker for
third.
third.
So
So
OC
we need
and
to come up
Lion,
with
stay out of this one.
All right,
You guys are
so
done.
we got to come up with another question for a tiebreaker for Nanook, Showtime, Chuck Stacks, Bootsy, and Steve.
Steve. All right, so winner of whoever answers this next question takes third place. We'll keep it nice and simple.
Got to come up with a question.
Trying to think off top. I wasn't prepared for a bonus question.
How many of these do I have on my desk?
Can't be something.
What
kind of question can we come up with?
Eli says, call a friend.
All right, how about this one? How about this?
Or we could just do a random number.
Who mints? We could. But let's see who can get this. I think this is relatively easy. Yeah. Who mints? You guys have seen all the New Way stuff. They have all the cool licensing, all that good stuff. Who mints most of the coins for New Way? Which mint?
Ooh, good one. Good one.
It just popped on the top of my head there.
OC Sacker says, how many kooks does MSJ own?
Too many.
Actually, I don't know.
All of them
somewhere around mid 40s.
Showtime, I think you got it first. Was it? Am I right? Did Showtime get it first?
New Zealand. He's the only one that gets New Zealand. Yeah. Yep.
Good job, Show. Atta boy.
All right.
All right. So Show, you finished in third. OC finished in second, and Lion, you finished in first. Congrats, guys! Congrats to everybody that got a point in there. Those weren't too easy. I mean, some of them were fairly easy, but there were a couple of tough ones in there. Well, that was good. That was, I think that was good. That was a good mix of questions.
Y'all send your shipping information to me at mysilverjourney23@gmail.com. And of course, as I always do, we'll get you verified and we'll get you all's prizes sent out to you. Like I said, I got some gold backs going out to a couple of y'all. Got silver quarter, and then we got some gold leaf notes I'm gonna throw in there with all those. And dude, Concurrent, you got so much. I'm gonna throw something extra in your package too.
Yeah, he killed it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That was cool. So yeah, let's do that. We'll do both come up over the next week, come up with 5 questions each week, and we'll just, I like that back and forth thing. That worked out quite well. If you're down for it, brother.
Try to. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot easier to come up with 5 than it is 10.
How not smart I am. Good game, everyone. Oh, it was fun. Absolutely.
Eli needs an Excedrin. Yeah, we got you thinking that brain housing group, man. We got it moving.
Yep, there's my email right there in the chat. Thank you to L and to OC Stacker. Much
Southeast
appreciated.
Southeast says rigged.
All right, let's see.
Kraken, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Says, hey MSJ, when is your debut song coming out? Next year, brother. Next year.
Larry says he asked a question in the link.
Oh, let me go back. We were doing the game and I didn't even look. All right, and he says, have you played a certain new video someone made for you? If you're talking about the one in our text chat, yes. The one where he made me singing.
That was funny. That was funny as hell. I'm sorry.
It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. He had me singing When a Man Loves a Woman.
Eli, it won't help, man. We come up with some of the most random stuff. He's gonna get the.
Let's see.
He's gonna get cliff notes for next week's trivia.
He's going to Barnes Nobles.
That turned out to be a really nice little interactive feature we came up with there. I like that.
I'm loving it, dude. I think it's a great idea. This week when I stop by the shops, I'll pick up some extra stuff for giveaways and stuff. That's gonna be cool to do this every week.
Yeah, we're gonna have to load up on the stamps and stuff.
Absolutely. All right.
Well, we're gonna open it up to you guys. Let's see. We got 116. Let's open it up. Open up the floor. You guys got any observations? Anything you want to talk about before we close it out? We'll open it up to you guys. What's on your mind? Any concern?
Fire away for a little bit more.
Let's keep the politics out of it.
Let's check. Oh, we're good on the questions.
So Michael, I guess L's asking if OC's heading to Michael's after this.
Yeah, Michael, every night, 7 days a week, pretty much. He does a live stream at 10 o'clock. Does Pam spray work as well as butane in the Zippo? Yes. Absolutely, brother. Give it a whirl.
That's what I do when I see slugs outside. If I don't have any salt, I'll just get the Pam and a lighter.
Really?
Torch them up. Lions asking if gold will hit 33. Yes, I think it will.
I would think it might actually. I'm thinking it's going to go further than that this year, the way it's looking.
Yep. OTG. What are my thoughts on religion? I think
we're not going to chat. That's all I can say.
I am not a religious man, but I am a spiritual man. Put it that way. I don't follow any specific religion.
That's the best way to put it.
And I was raised Catholic. Being 100% Italian, I was raised Catholic. But, yeah, I'm not into that do as I say, not as I do thing that they were pulling. So, no religion. I think we answered. Yeah.
So what do y'all think? Do y'all enjoy the little trivia the trivia segment?
And what else would you like to see? Is there another feature we can implement to make it more fun? If you guys have suggestions, throw it out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the trivia is not always going to be metals related. I mean, eventually we'll run out of questions. So I think I will be able to afford gold before I am able to afford eggs. Eggs have been absolutely ridiculous, dude.
They're coming down. They're coming down in my area.
I paid $3 for half a dozen yesterday.
That's a lot. I paid $5 and change for 18.
A couple of months ago, I saw them $10 a dozen. Freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't eat eggs. I wouldn't buy them.
Yep.
Matt says, when we going shooting? We need to. We need to put together a play date and do some shooting.
Have we seen the last of the 100-to-1 GSR? No. I don't think so. The way things have been going with the volatility, and I don't think it's the absolute last we'll see of it, but I think we'll probably see it at least one more time before the year's out.
Yeah.
And that'll, for me, I think that'll be a late summer or so, during the dip or right after, when things start to pick up, because gold will go, silver's going to lag. But after that, I think that's when silver's going to start its runs, probably September or October. Just remember, we always get that dip in the summer. Doesn't matter what's going on. It happens every freaking year.
Yep. Unless something extraordinary goes down. We'll see.
OTG, 40, 45, or 38 special. I don't like any of those.
I don't have 40 or 38. I do have 45. But it's not
I
my
had a
9 is my
357,
preference.
but I traded it to a guy for to put a new air conditioning unit in my house.
There you go. My EDC is a 9 mil, so that's
Mine
probably
too.
what I have. That's what I have the most of is 9 mil. I do have a 45. I've got a Ruger American 45 that I love, but it's so freaking heavy. Damn thing will it'll pull your pants down if you got it on a belt.
Michael Stacking, thanks, buddy. You take care. Have a good night. Tell Nancy we said hello. Kraken says, what do toilet paper and the Starship Enterprise have in common? They both circle Uranus, searching for Klingons. Yeah, Kraken, dude, that sense of humor of yours, brother.
Eli, what's your favorite carry? Special. Eli says, what's your favorite carry? Mine is a Ruger Security 9. It's not too big. It's not too small. It fits right in the waistband holster. And I don't always know that it's there. So if I don't know it's there, that's a good carry for me.
My EDC
because there's been others where I
Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 2.0.
Mhm.
Let's see. All right, 762 or 556. I don't own a 762, but I do own a 556, so I'd have to go that route.
Well, for me, 556, but bear in mind, the M16 fired 762, so I was used to that one. Wasn't it 762? 7 point.
I don't think so. 762 is the
M16.
AK.
What was it? What was that? What was that round?
Can't beat the 22 for plinking. Absolutely wonderful plinking round.
Same 5.56.
That's what as far as I thought, it was a 5.56 NATO round. But they did not shoot AR-15s, which a lot of people during the whole craze for AR-15s were saying it was a military weapon, and it actually was not. But they shot the same round.
God, it's been so long since I fired. It's been so long since I fired an M16. I don't even remember.
Yeah. Yeah, the OTG, the 223 was the civilian version of the 5.56. But of course, everybody wants the 5.56. I just don't want to be standing beside a guy when he puts a 5.56 and a 223. That's not going to end well. Let's see. I'll bring one to the range day. What are you gonna bring? 762 by 51 is 308. That's what my son hunts with. Is 308. He loves his 308.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. West Tex, how are you? 223
it is
is a versatile
5.56
tool to go with 5.62 M16A2. Yeah. Broke Stacker.
I remember the first time I snapped in with the M16, the A2. So I'm getting ready. I'm all happy. I'm getting ready to shoot the thing. First time I've ever shot a rifle. I'd shot pistols before the Marine Corps, but not rifles. So I get in there and I pull the trigger, and all I hear is doing. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like the spring buffer assembly. You can hear it very clear. It's like doing.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, not what I expected. And then I think I don't remember, but one of our assistants was like, just bear in mind that weapon was made by the lowest bidder.
That is correct. Steve, you have yourself a great evening.
Oh, we're at 125, man.
There's none in there. Oh, we got some more questions came in. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas says, Silver and Gold Stack Attack, what's your 5th general order?
Oh, Lord. To quit my post only when properly relieved, I think.
And Kraken says, what do y'all think? Is that it? You sure?
I don't know. I can't remember. I think that's it.
Kraken says, what do y'all think is easier to stack? easiest to stack, you got to be a little more specific. What's the comparison? Gold to silver, silver to copper, copper to gold. What is it? OC Stacker says 6RP 9389 millimeter carry, Kemmer 1911 45 bedside. Would love to have a Kemmer 1911. Broke Stacker,
nice.
end of the year prediction for bullion. Well, this last week, kind of throws things for a loop, makes that a hard one to gauge. But I would guess silver around 35. That would be my guess. Gold, I'm thinking 3,400 by year's end,
or at least top out at 34.
And that would be 100-to-1 ratio at the end of the year if it landed where. Actually, it'd be a little less than that, like 98-to-1.
So West, I actually got that one right? To quit my post only when properly released. You'd think I would have all that memorized. That they drilled it into us like every freaking day. But what's up, Medley? How are you?
Larry says, were you thinking about the Mosin Nagant when you said 7.62?
I don't know what the hell I was thinking of when I said 7.62. To be quite
Mosin
honest,
Nagant was a big rifle. I think it was long as a boat.
Yep. Chuck says inflation unemployment data drops tomorrow. Expect a big movement. Yep. That has a direct correlation.
It'll have a direct correlation to what I buy on Friday.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't so busy tomorrow. I'd go and buy tomorrow because the price is low. Watch when I go on Friday. It'll be back in 32.
That's the way my luck goes. I guess gold is a deal for right now. Yeah, because it's definitely going to go back up. It's going to go back over 32, or it's going to go over 32 before summer would be my guess.
We can recouch that and say it's a good value compared to where it was. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Mentally corrupted. What's going on, dude? How are you doing, buddy? We all caught up? I think we're all caught up.
I believe we are.
And wait, Kraken, bars or rounds of silver? Well, when you're just debating between bars and rounds, that's just a matter of, are you going for purely for weight? Generally, your silver bars cost less. But most people would say that since a round resembles a coin, it's in a trading situation, it would be easier to move. So it's just myself.
Here's the
I would
thing,
go
though,
for a round.
And here's the thing: when it comes down to it, when you're talking about selling rounds, I assume we're talking about generic rounds versus generic bars, right?
That's
when it comes time to selling that stuff, you're going to get spot or back of spot no matter what you have.
For any of them,
generic rounds,
any of the generic
bars, you're looking at spot or definitely or back of spot, no matter what it is. So that's where you add your weight, and hopefully you get them on a good DCA, and silver goes up enough, and you get something back on it. Good night, Matt. Thanks for coming.
Concurrent last says, if you fear them rolling away, go with bars. Nice. Have a great night, people. See you later. True fun. Matt, you have a great night. Thanks, buddy. Let's see, 48.
Yeah, no matter what, if it's generic, you're looking at spot or back of spot, no matter what it is.
And y'all go check out my last video. I am giving away this koala as kind of a celebration for my grandson being born. So y'all go over and watch my last video and get entered for the win on this. I'm gonna do the announcement for this probably this Sunday.
Cool.
See, just remember, your local baron will tell you how much your medals are worth if it ever gets to that point. Yep.
Governor. We'll be broken down into governors.
There you go, Governor. Cheerio. Pip, pip.
Yes, Elf. Let's get MSJ to 5K. The drive for 5K. Let's get him there.
Hey, definitely. Dude, at 5K, I'm giving away gold. I am giving away gold. That's my 5K celebration.
I don't even know where I'm sitting now. 63?
A lot higher than I am.
64, maybe 65. I don't know. Somewhere in there. The channel's done really well. It's such a crazy thing to think about. I mean, I never thought the channel would draw anybody in, to be quite honest. And
yeah,
it is what it is because there's so many friggin' metal channels out there. There's such a ton of them.
in the last year, it's insane how many have started up.
It's insane. That's true. That's true. 49. We need one more.
OC Stacker says, I am not sure that this coming summer, silver and gold will be lower, giving the temperature of the economy. What are your thoughts? The reason it has a dip every year, and it does it every single year, and it's because people go on vacation and they ignore the metals. They're not out buying investment pieces or stuff like that. They're out on vacations, and that's where their money goes. That's why there's a dip every year. And it's not just the markets for the metals. It's almost all markets. Even the industry I work in, our stores dip every freaking summer. We call it the summer slump. It happens every year. We'll go down like 20 to 25% in August. So, yeah. And it all has to do with folks going on vacation. Yep. What's a vacation? I've never been on one, so I couldn't tell you.
I'm taking one next month. I'm taking one. I can promise you that.
Mentally Corrupted says he's giving away gold at 1,000 subscribers, but not the kind you think. You'll have to pan for it. Yep, I know he does the pay dirt bags. Yep, absolutely. Y'all feel free to drop his link in the chat. Yep. Awesome.
I'm looking for those now.
Broke Stacker says I'm back. Took a call. Well, welcome back, buddy. 51 likes. Well, thank y'all. Thanks for getting us over 50 likes. Fantastic. All right, let's see. I will go on a vacation when I earn a permanent one. That's probably when I'll get mine. I mean, I've gone away for like the weekend or something, maybe like a 4-day weekend or something. But I've never, that's just going to the mountains to run the Jeeps and stuff for a couple of days. I've never been on a real vacation.
Yeah, it's been.
Yep, they just put his link in the chat right there.
Yeah, let me see. I don't think I'm. Let me see if I can find that one.
Let's check the questions Q&A section.
All right, Medley. I just I added another one for you. Just subscribed.
Hell yeah. Yep, I've been sub to him for a long time.
What would the ideal vacation be? One where I don't have my damn cell phone. Anywhere but without the cell phone at this point. But if I had to pick a place, I'd probably go to either Italy, Greece, Scotland. I'd like to get back to Scotland, but we'll see how that goes.
And Mara says, Mr. says, y'all love your shorts, love your challenges. Congrats, Silver and Gold Stack Attack and my silver journey. Thank you so much. I got to start putting out more shorts again. I used to put out like 3 or 4 of them every Friday as I was jumping around to store or coin shop to coin shop. I need to start doing that again.
I did one last week. I usually get mixed results on the shorts. Sometimes they blow up and other times they don't do crap.
Most of mine, they usually get between 800 and 1,000, then they just flatline. But it's a quick way to, put out like, here's where I'm at. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, broke. Same.
Here we go.
Give me a fishing rod and reel.
Mentally Corrupted. You have just gone up another 5 subs since they put your link in the chat. Cool. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Let's get him up to that 1,000.
Awesome.
Yeah,
well,
he
that
does
1,000
is.
He does a lot of porn. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
go back
pouring.
and look at it. Yeah, pouring.
Pouring.
He does a lot of panning for gold. He's done pours. He's done all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, when we get up to the Raleigh
Lion, I
Mining
don't
Expo
blame you,
this year,
man.
we gotta go to the back and do some gold panning. You know they got it back there every year. We gotta try it
Yep.
this year.
I've never done it.
Me neither. Let's see. It says, holy crap, thanks. The best cruise is the European cruises. I love it. I would like, if I was ever going to do a cruise, I would want to go do the Alaskan cruise out near the glaciers and all that stuff. That would be beautiful.
Lion, congrats, man. Silver anniversary. That's awesome.
Oh, fantastic.
You got to get
Congratulations.
See, now you got to give her a piece of silver for a gift.
Just get her one that you like. So when she throws it at you, you can pick it up and put it in your.
So what am I supposed to do with this Beavis and Butthead silver coin that you gave me? What do you want me to do with that? Well, if you don't want it, hon, I can always find a place for it. Yeah.
That's right. Let's see. Me and the daughter found some gold last year in that booth panning. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They do it in there the last 2 years, so I'm sure they're going to do it again this year, and I'm definitely going to try it before we leave.
There you go.
Let's see, if I go on a cruise, there better be poker. I think all those cruise ships have poker because it's go out on international waters. It's perfectly legal. I'll give her a bowling ball named Homer.
Don't. Yeah, West, I don't know about that Bellow Wood, man. Don't know about that one.
3 miles out, all legal. That is right.
That's how you do it, for sure.
100%.
Let's watch out for
Every time
pirates.
I make a short video of ghosts or cars, I get great views. But there's only so many times you can do a video about Larry Downing.
Kraken thinks he's a funny guy tonight.
Kraken's going to get himself stabbed one of these days. You watch.
Somebody's going to go spider monkey on your ass one of these days, Kraken.
Elle says we should all meet on a cruise. The
Yeah,
coin show on the cruise ship.
How cool would that
let's
be?
all start a cruise ship coin show. That would be freaking awesome, though. Damn, Eli's subbing to everybody tonight. Check him out.
Yep, Eli's good as gold. Eli's been on my channel for a long time. Some of the folks that are on my channel, they just have some amazing folks. He's definitely one of them.
Yes, sir.
Can never thank everybody enough for this. It's not about just the videos; it's about the people that we've met along the way. And without doing these videos, I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met the whole crew there that we get together with.
Yeah.
It's just you can never have enough friends in your life. Good friends. I don't need all my friends, but definitely it never hurts to have a good amount. Some good, solid folks. And we got that. We have so much fun at these coin shows. Because I know we're gonna be together. We'll be shooting the breeze and grabbing something to eat, something to drink after the show.
Yeah, because it's not always just about what we buy at the show. It's never about just what we buy at the show. It's hanging out and having a good time with the folks, and the experience of it's always great.
Faux show.
See, Concurrent says I've got a poker game with the guys from work Friday. My wife offered to fund me. She's a keeper, apparently.
Yeah, I would say. I made a video kind of about stacking, gambling, kind of stealing, lottery. Oh, I'll have to check it out, West. I'll have to check it out. Larry Downing says, true friends, absolutely.
Sitting back and listening, that's why I hang out with Mr. Warren so much. He's 91 years old, and he's got stories that just never end. always got something to talk about, and I just love sitting back and listening to the old stories. It's great.
Yeah. Elle says, you guys are my friends. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what's funny is that when I was doing lives before with Patriotic Stacker, we never showed our faces. Well, Patriotic did every now and then, but I never showed mine. And then one night we just didn't care. We were down in where were we? Myrtle Beach, and we did a live from there with Triple P and Patriotic and me. And screw it, everybody just showed their faces. So kind of went from there. I mean, not that anybody needs to see my face. That's for damn sure. But,
well, that's what happened with us. It was me and you, Chuck Stacks, and Great Scott. And, you know, it's just all of a sudden everybody had their cameras turned around.
Yep. OTG, I don't know if Patriotic's coming back, man. He's got some stuff he's dealing with. This YouTube is probably the furthest from his mind at this point. He's got some
he
stuff
pops up
going
every
on.
now and then and puts up a video, but I haven't seen him do one in a few months.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Oh,
He's been
I'm out
gone
of
for
water.
over a year.
Yeah, in the last year, he's probably put out like 3 or 4 videos.
If that.
Now I know he's done several. He tried to get back in late last year and was doing some live streams, but I don't think anything ever became of it.
Kraken says, if you're very short, it's hard to enjoy the coin show. Yeah, well, I almost stepped on that poor guy.
Dude, that poor little dude scared the shit out of me.
He rubbed up on my leg. I thought it was a dog. This guy had to be, maybe 2 feet, 2.5 feet tall?
He couldn't have been 2.5 foot at the most. A little tiny guy. OC Stacker, we don't know him. It was just a guy that was at the show. But he literally scared the shit out of me. He'd come out of nowhere. I was like, what the fudge was that?
OC might be talking about Patriotic Stacker. I don't know. Let's see. Lion says, if I ever see you, I'll approach slowly.
There you go.
Do I come off as like psychotic or something? What?
He'll quit when he's finished. That's right. Holy crap, dude. We're at an hour 44.
Yeah, that might be one of the longer ones. Well, we started rambling for the last 20 minutes of it. Well, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to do some work myself here before I go to bed. And then I'm going to hit the road first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I got to get my stuff ready for tomorrow.
It'll be a long damn day tomorrow. Long day tomorrow.
A lot of driving.
I hate it.
Let's see. Friday's my heaviest driving day. But it's also my coin shop day, so it breaks up the monotony.
Well, Friday we just have a staff meeting, and I usually leave after that and go to the coin shop, and then I'm done for the day. Yep. I call it early on Fridays. OTG says he's going to get grounded if we go on much longer. So at that request, we can go ahead and call it a night. Thank you so much, guys, for being here tonight. We have an absolute blast doing this. You guys are the best, no question. We have such a blast doing this with you guys. Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Love it. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here.
Because A, we don't make a whole lot of views on these, and B, we can't be monetized on it either because of the intro. So we don't make anything on these live. That's not the point. That just shows you that we're here because we enjoy it. It's not here for views and all that stuff. It's about just interacting with you guys. So we appreciate
just trying to have some fun.
Yep. I'll have my usual video out Sunday. I don't know what it is. I never know what it is. Probably until Sunday. But I'll come up with something.
I got mine recorded today, so hopefully I'll have it out tomorrow.
Well, I at least have an idea this time. So maybe I'll have it done before Sunday and I can relax.
Food for thought.
Normally we go to breakfast and then I come home, I rush home and crank something together and see where it goes.
Throw it at the wall and see if it sticks.
That's it. But good night, everybody. You guys stay safe, and we'll see you. I'll see you guys on Sunday. MSJ will see you on what, Friday? You got something coming out Friday?
Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow is the. I filmed it today, so I'll get it edited in the morning. Hopefully, it'll be up around 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
All right. So make sure you check out MSJ on tomorrow. Check me out on Sunday, and we'll see you guys next week at
His
That
channel.
one. My channel. I'm gonna get that right one. I'm gonna start putting up both my, so I get it right.
One day I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna go right in my nose.
So we'll do the live next week at Silver and Gold StackEttack, and hope to see you there. Many thanks, and good night. Stay safe.
Yep. Thanks for being here. Y'all take care, and God bless.
As always, get stacked.